If you've started seeing the term AI Service Management or AISM show up everywhere, here's what it actually means and why it's more than a buzzword. AI Service Management is what happens when you apply artificial intelligence to traditional IT service management, the discipline of delivering and supporting IT services across an organization. For years, that meant logging tickets and fixing issues as they came in. AISM is the shift from that reactive manual model to one that's proactive and increasingly automatic. In practice, AISM shows up in a few recognizable ways. There's intelligent ticket routing, where AI reads an incoming request and sends it to the right team. There's predictive incident management, where machine learning flags a problem before it becomes an outage. There's automated root cause analysis, virtual agents that answer common questions, and self-service that lets people solve their own issues. Established platforms like ServiceNow, Freshservice, Sysaid, and BMC have all layered these capabilities onto their products. But there's an important distinction hiding inside all of this, and it's the one worth focusing on. Most AI in service management today is augmenting a human. It suggests a reply, drafts a summary, recommends an article, and a person still does the actual work. The frontier, and where 2026 is heading, is AI that executes. It doesn't just route the ticket or suggest the fix. It completes the resolution end to end. The industry has a name for the goal: zero-touch resolution, where routine requests like password resets and access grants are handled entirely by an agent with no technician in the loop. Console is one of the tools built specifically for that executing end. It lives inside Slack and Teams, so an employee messages a request in plain language, and for common Tier 1 work, the agent resolves it and closes it out on its own. The team delegates that repetitive volume and spends its time on the complex problems instead. And here's a detail worth watching when you compare the executing tools to each other. Some let you describe an automation in plain language, but what they hand back is generated code your team then has to own, customize, and maintain as systems change. Others keep it as plain language playbooks with no codebase to debug. Over a year of drift, that's the difference between scaling and babysitting. So when you're assessing any AI service management tool, look past the label, because almost everything claims AI now. Ask the question that actually separates this generation from the last. Not just whether the system has AI, but whether that AI augments your team or executes the work itself, and how many of your tickets it can take all the way to zero-touch resolution.